Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of RPGs with Paddy. I'm Paddy. Today's video is a little bit different. I'm going to teach you the basic rules of Call of Cthulhu and show you just how easy it is. In my last video I recommended picking up the amazing Call of Cthulhu Humble Bundle, which has enough material to keep you playing this game for years. That bundle was so successful it has been extended another week. At the time of recording, there's a little over 4 days left, so definitely pick it up if you even think you might have some interest in Call of Cthulhu in the future. But I know some of you might not have played Call of Cthulhu before, so I want to introduce you to enough of the rules to get you through a lot of the published scenarios. The vast majority of the rules, they're really quite simple. So we'll get it done in just 5 minutes. We'll see how that plays out. Now, this is not an encyclopedic breakdown of all of the rules. I'm leaving some things out. But after watching this video, you'll have enough information to get stuck into a lot of the material in the Humble Bundle, and you can look to the starter set or the full rules, both also included in the Humble Bundle, for more detail. Okay, let's get started. Call of Cthulhu is a D100 system. That means most of the checks use a scale of 1 to 100. So let's look at the character sheet. This looks confusing at first, but really it isn't. Look at this skill, library use. I have a skill of 40 in this. That means I have a 40% chance of succeeding when I'm trying to do research. So I roll 2 dice and try to get 40 or lower. If you succeed at a roll, you can check this box. That gives you a chance to improve at the end of the session or scenario. That's it. That's like 80% of the rules for Call of Cthulhu right there. If you fail the roll, generally you just don't manage to do what you want. Usually there are no other negative consequences. If you want to try again, you have to explain to the keeper or the game master how you're trying harder to do that thing. This is called pushing the roll. The keeper will give some hint as to further negative consequences if you fail the pushed roll. If something is particularly difficult, the keeper might ask for a hard success. A regular success is rolling your skill or below, as described above. A hard success is rolling half your skill or lower. In an exceptionally difficult case, but the rules stress that it's very rare in the game, the keeper might ask for an extreme success. This means rolling 1/5 of your score or lower. If you don't like doing the math, don't worry, the rulebooks have this handy page, or if you're going digital, Chaosium gives you auto-calc sheets. So once you put in the first number, the regular skill, the others will fill in automatically. If you don't have any additional points in something, you can still try it. The number in brackets next to it shows the default values. Sometimes it's 1 or even 0. With 0, you can't try it. Your characteristics at the top of the character sheet work in the same way. If the keeper asks for a strength check, try to roll your score or lower. But there are 2 special characteristics too. Sanity is your grip on reality. When you encounter something gruesome, such as a dismembered body or something supernatural, you might lose sanity. The sanity loss will be written like this. In the same way as everything else, roll 1d100. If you succeed, you lose the lower amount of sanity, often 0, and if you fail, you lose the greater amount. Anytime you fail a sanity check, you will have some kind of involuntary reaction, such as freezing, screaming, or dropping something. If you lose 5 points of sanity or more from a single source, you might go temporarily insane. Roll an intelligence roll. And this part is strange. If you fail the roll, you manage to suppress the memory or doubt reality, and you're fine. If you succeed in the roll, you understand what you saw, and you go temporarily insane. It will last between 1 and 10 hours. If you lose 1/5 of your current sanity in 1 day, you will suffer indefinite insanity. I won't go into the details of insanity here, but you might develop amnesia, a phobia or mania, faint, flee, react violently, or something like that. The keeper can also change some aspect of your character, such as changing the relationship with important people, turning a sentimentally valuable item into something you can't stand to look at, and so on. A lot of the effects of insanity are more role-playing hooks than hard rules. The second special characteristic is luck. The keeper may ask you to roll a luck roll, and if you succeed, something lucky happens to you, or more likely, you avoid a bad outcome. If you fail, something bad happens to you, such as you fall through old floorboards and crash into the basement. However, and this is a great rule in my opinion, there is an optional rule called spending luck. If you fail one of your rolls, you can spend luck points to bring it down to a success on a 1-to-1 basis. So if my library use score is 40 and I rolled a 42, which is a failure, I can spend 2 points of luck to bring that down to a 40, and then I succeed in my roll. But my luck score goes down by 2 permanently. Finally, combat. Call of Cthulhu is an investigative game, and as much as possible, avoiding combat is usually for the best. You usually have somewhere between 9 and 12 hit points, and a shot from a gun can kill you in one shot, just like in real life, so do be careful about getting into combat. In combat, choose your combat skill. Fighting brawl is anything without a gun, and firearms are for guns. Usually, there will be a contested roll against the opponent, who can try to dodge or fight back using an appropriate skill, for example, brawl or firearms. Both roles, the attacker and the target, are ranked in a 4-level system. Fail, regular success, which is rolling your skill or below, hard success, which is half your skill or below, and extreme success, 1/5 your skill or lower. If the target chose to dodge, the attacker needs a better level of success than the target. If the attacker does have a better level of success, they will inflict damage. If it's tied, or if the target wins, nothing happens, so the target has a good chance of avoiding the blow if they dodge. If the target chose to fight back, nothing happens if both parties fail. If the target gets a better level of success, only the target will deal damage. Otherwise, including in a tie, the attacker deals damage. I know that sounds a little bit complicated, but you'll get the hang of it very quickly. So, that's it. I'd say that's about 90% of the rules that you need to know in Call of Cthulhu, and certainly enough to run a lot of the one-shots. The most confusing thing is probably combat. Call of Cthulhu is more of an investigative game, so you won't have too much combat, but there will usually be at least some combat in each scenario, so it's good to understand the basics. So from here, what do I recommend? I think you should play Alone Against the Flames. It's a solo choose-your-own-adventure style scenario that requires zero knowledge of the rules, so you'll already be well past that after watching this video. Just start reading at entry 1. The book will direct you to any new rules as it comes up. If you already know them from this video, you don't even have to look up the rule. If you bought the Humble Bundle, Alone Against the Flames is part of the starter set. If not, I've included a link to the legally free version, which Chaosium very generously put out. So that's down in the description. If you want a deeper understanding of the rules, of course, the full Keeper rulebook is great, but Seth Skorkowsky put out an excellent series breaking down all of the rules. I think it's 9 videos. So go check that out. Again, there'll be a link in the description. But hopefully that has given you enough of an idea about the rules of this game that you can feel confident in giving the game a go. If you have any questions, or if you want some advice about what to play next, if you need some examples about combat, just leave a comment and I'll be sure to get back to you. Call of Cthulhu is really an excellent game, so I hope you enjoy trying it out. Alright, that's going to do it for today, so take it easy everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye!